Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Zach of Beyond Horizon, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips and pointers on how to get a cool, effective tone in Line 6 Pod Farm 2.5. Basically, what I'm going to be doing today is showing you the exact same tone I've used in my releases Monument, Under Control Deluxe Reissue, songs such as Faithless, and the newest version of Breathe. I'm going to be showing you the exact same tone setup that I've used in those releases. Um, it's not by any means the best tone that you could get out of this. I think it's pretty good, but you know, take it however you like. The advice I'm going to give you today. Uh, if you think it's rad, then cool. If you think I'm a complete idiot, well, then that's cool too. Alright, so let's get started. Yeah. Alright, so first we got noise gate. Second, we got a weeper wah pedal. Third, we have a screamer stomp box. Fourth, we have a line 6 insane amp head. And then we have the 4x12 tread plate cab with a compressor. Alright, so rule of thumb for noise gate. Basically, you want enough noise gate to cut back on the feedback and noise that the strings give off when you're holding down long notes, or have your hands off the guitar, the really high-pitched squeal it gives off. You want enough noise gate to cut down on that, but you don't want too much to where it makes your guitar harder to play and sound more choppy, I guess you could say. So when I play with my 6-string, when I play in tunings such as like drop C or D, the strings that I play with are tight, especially since I'm using 56 gauge strings on my 6-string guitar. So basically you want to have a, right smack in the middle kind of threshold in between about -45. When I'm playing with my 7-string and tunings such as drop G, the strings are a lot looser. So we'd want to kick that threshold up to about -22 or so. Alright. And then next step, we have the weeper wah pedal. Now you might be wondering, why the fuck am I using a weeper wah pedal when I don't even use that effect in any of my songs hardly? Well, it's because it adds a lot of clarity and, I guess you could say, gent or twang into your tone. You don't need an actual physical wah pedal to use this. You just throw it in, keep it at 100, and yeah, it works really well in my opinion. You throw this in with any amp or, it sounds pretty good to me. And same thing almost applies to the screamer stomp box. It can add clarity to your tone by bringing the tone all the way up. But since we're using it in addition with the wah pedal, I keep it down. Otherwise, that would just be overdoing it. The drive is about 7%. The gain I keep at about 25. Rule of thumb with using Pod Farm amps, I don't recommend putting the drive all the way up, because once you do that, the tone of it really starts to sound muddy and just not as pleasing. So I like to use half and half stomp box with amp. Alright, speaking of amps, I am using the Line 6 Insane amp. This is one of the default amps that Pod Farm comes with. I keep the drive at about, like I said, halfway. Cut down on the bass a little bit. Put up the mids and treble. Take down the presence, and volume's about 90. And then I have the 4x12 tread plate cab. This is the cab I use in just about all my tones. It sounds the best in my opinion, with the 67 condenser mic, and then just top it off with a little bit of compressor. I mean, you don't really need much. Also, if you're debating on whether or not to get the Metal Shop pack for Pod Farm, basically it includes a lot of like heavy amps that you would hear in metal music. I mean, don't know how else to explain it. Some of the amps it comes with is like the Big Bottom. You have Chunk. Some pretty good amps in here. I would recommend buying it. I think it's around $60. I don't quite remember. But there's some useful stuff in here. And like I said, you throw the Screamer Stomp Box and or the wah pedal with any of these, I'm pretty sure you'll find something that sounds pretty neat. Alright, okay. Anyways, if you found this information useful, let me know. I'm going to leave a download link for this tone in which you can use to record with yourself or modify to your liking. Basically fool around with everything that I've, shared with you guys today. And hopefully you'll be coming up with some cool stuff of your own, and hopefully you won't be having as much trouble creating a tone using Pod Farm. Like I said, I made this video because a lot of you have been asking me questions like how I got this tone, and so I just wanted to share that with you guys. So yeah. Anyways, keep an eye out for new music, news, and updates and such. I'll see you next time.